So this morning Ryan is editing our next video that's about to come out. This is probably the latest we've edited. It's Sunday morning and it comes out Sunday night. But while he's doing that, I made some oats for breakfast, yummy oats, and then what we have to do is pack up the whole RV because we are moving it for the first time today since we parked it here. We're gonna go pick up a tow dolly, which means we have to move the RV because it's our only vehicle that can tow. So that's going to be an interesting process, and we'll show you guys how it works. It's time to do dishes. Now it's time to make the bed and get dressed. We got lots of dirty clothes on the ground back there. Gotta do laundry today too. We have a busy day. Alright, now that dishes are done and we're dressed and laundry is put under the bed, which we have tons of, it's time to pack up all of the stuff that can fall while we're driving. The cabinets that are above me is our pantry, so it has a whole bunch of boxed food items and some glass containers in there, and believe it or not, they actually rode okay on our way up to Montana, so I'm not worried about those. I'm mainly just worried about the glass cups and dishes that are in our cabinets over the sink and anything that's sitting out on a countertop. We have these little fabric boxes that collapse that we just put away while we're sitting still, and then we open those up and fill them with all of the breakables when we need to drive. So that's what we're gonna do now. These boxes are awesome. They're huge. Now you have to do is zip them up and fold this fabric piece down. Now we have to fill them. Okay, so these are our cabinets that have our cups and our plates in them. We're gonna leave the plates and put some towels around them and see how it goes. That's a little nerve-wracking. But the cups, since they're gonna rattle around so much and they could hit each other and break, we're gonna put those in our blue box. So here we go. Cups are in here. I'm also gonna get a towel that I can wrap around all of these cups while they ride in this bin. Towels used for things like this. What I've done is I put all the cups in the center so that I can wrap the towel around the perimeter of all the cups and then on top of them. Place the last cups on the top layer of the towel. Okay, now for the plates. I have another towel just to kind of stuff into that shelf to try and keep everything in place. These bowls didn't fit, so I'm gonna go put them in the bin. Okay, so the cabinet is taken care of. Now we just have to get everything off of our kitchen cart, any of our bedside table stuff, and I have some plants sitting on our dashboard that obviously can't stay there while we're driving. We have a little special place that we put our coffee maker. Not very special actually, but we put it right in there and it writes perfect. So on the other side of the sink, we're gonna put our dusty knives and our soaps. Basically getting anything off the counters that can fall and wreak havoc in your RV. Now we've heard of some people who have knobs on their pantry doors. And they swing out. Sometimes they take a rubber band and loop it around the knob so that the doors can't open while they're driving. Ours open up like this, and we haven't had a problem so far with them opening while we drive, even with our pantry stocked. So we're not going to do anything with those. Good tip is, even though we have some glasses and bowls in these blue bins, they still make a lot of noise going down the road, so we just throw a nice fluffy pillow on top and it makes it a lot quieter. Okay, so now we have to pack up the bathroom. The thing that we have to remember with the RV moving is that anything that's hanging we should take down, which is just like a no-brainer, but easy to forget because we're used to everything on our walls hanging like normal. So we're gonna take this sign down, and then in the bathroom we're also gonna take our mirror down and our toilet brush, toothbrush holder, and everything that's on the counter, and it's gonna go into the tub. Next up is my awesome plants that I love. I really wanted to have a garden, and this is as far as it's gone in an RV so far, but they're all sitting on our windowsill, so I'm gonna move them out into our car. So they're just not in our way while we're in here driving.
Now we just gotta swivel this one. We're in drive mode. We found out quickly when we first drove Big Betty with a full fridge that our refrigerator latch doesn't do very well. It stays closed, but when you have food in the door, as soon as we went around a turn, all of our food was like, and the door flew open and we were like, ah! That's why we have this. So we just got a typical tension rod and we put it between the door and then the hallway wall to keep it closed while we drive. Yeah, we need like tie a little handkerchief or something on there because it's white like all of our walls and well everything else in our RV. And so a lot of times we get clotheslined by it. Now that Megan and I have the inside buttoned up, now we got to pick up the outside and get it into drive mode, which consists of quite a few things. As you see, we have a bunch of tubs here. We still have our fire grill out, and then our extend-to-stay propane tank is on, so we'll have to disconnect that and then put it in our storage. We're also still hooked up to shore power and to water, and so we'll have to get unhooked from those. I'll have to disconnect our extend-to-stay hose. Which isn't hard. There we go. And then it has a little thing here you can just put in. Now let's head to the back where we have kind of a tarp shelter that we keep our bikes underneath.
What did you rig up under here?
I made it to stay. Typically we would just throw a ratchet strap around this, around our poop tank or poop wagon here, and just let it ride back here. But since we're going to be right back, I'm just going to take it off and sit it over to the side. Now we just have to unhook our hookups, so water and electric, and we'll go do the water first. This one has to come with us. The next thing that we're going to do is go ahead and pull off our wheel covers and our chocks. All right, I think we're ready to roll. The engine started up, that's always a good sign, and we'll head to go get some propane.
No one fills propane on a Sunday. Don't go to get your propane filled on a Sunday. Yeah. Our fridge will be able to stay cold. We won't be gone long, but it would have been nice to get it filled while we're out. But that's okay. That's why we have our extended stay. Don't drive with your gray tanks not emptied.
Alrighty, well, we have the spare tire for the Dolly, and then the straps that come with it, and then the former owner, or still owner until we give him the money, I guess, is running back to the house to unchain it from this tree so we can hook it up to our hitch. This right here is our tow Betty. It's going to tow our Adventure Prius, so important job.
We've got a 2-inch ball.
Alright, so Big Betty officially has a tow dolly. This will be so nice because Last time we rented one from U-Haul, and it was just such a hassle to get the U-Haul tow dolly back to them. It was just a nightmare. It didn't help that that was when we broke down on Mount Rushmore, and if you haven't seen that video, it was episode 3 of this season, season 1. You can look at that up in the corner. The colors match Big Betty, which is kind of great, and just the overall aesthetic kind of ugly, and so we're really pleased with that. Alrighty, we are back. We are parked. The jacks are all set up. We're level. There's still a little bit that we need to get together before it becomes home again.
But we got our tow dolly.
Yeah.
And it towed here all the way fine. No blown tires. And it's really going to help us be able to tow the Prius anytime we have to travel. To give you a little price comparison, when we paid for a U-Haul tow dolly for one trip, it was 7 days. It cost us right around $600. It was expensive.
Yeah.
So we figured right after that, might as well just buy one. So that's what we did. We found a great deal on it. We paid $600 for this one. So
we're super excited because all the ones that we were looking for were about over $1,000 or right at $1,000.
yeah. So good deal. Thankful we found it. And that's it for today's video.
Until next time.
See
ya.